This is Grassroots POV. I'm here with
Richard.
So first off, when did you first recognize what AV Alta was, and when did you decide that you were really going to buy into it and really be a part of this group?
So back in October of 2023, I was at work, I went outside to my break. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go outside, I'll be back. Open my phone, my newsfeed had a newspaper article, professional soccer team coming to Lancaster, California. I read an article, saw that they were doing an event right down the street where I lived at the time. And I knew from that moment on I was going to be there, regardless if it was MLS, whatever it was. I knew I was going to be there because I've always wanted a team in the city I live. Never had that. I had to go down to LA, you know. MLS was the only game in town. And I've always wanted a USL team and a team in the city where I lived. Boom. Showed up to the event. And at that time, it was called USL AV. This is the scarf I got that day. USL AV.
Gotcha.
So that was a placeholder at the time. So from the minute I read that article, I was already in. Even before the announcement of the team, October 2020, I was already in.
So off of that, because it had just started as in the city, did you ever think that in the first year it would be this? I mean, the talent on the field is one thing, but the support as well, because this is not normal for an inaugural season. So is this your expectations?
No, it exceeded my expectations. Honestly, the home opener was exactly what I expected. I honestly didn't think those would be continuing support like that. I knew the diehards would be here no matter what, but the community, they wanted this, they embraced it. From the colors, everything about it, it had to do with community. That's why everybody shows up every week.
Yeah. And speaking of that community, how has the club, have they done a good job, a not great job? How have they been with including the community and the 661 and sort of integrating all that?
Amazing job. Like, they're out doing events. We had an event on Wednesday at Meet the Players, you know? Or Thursday, Thursday they had an event, Meet the Players. And after that, they had an academy game. Open to the public, the community. I mean, one of our members posted up a picture at a Walmart. They had flags up, but they had the AV Alta flag, you know? Like, everybody embracing it. Since day one, they've always reached out to the community. At the former headquarters, they had open house events, you know, and last year when they unveiled the colors and the crest, I think 2,000 people showed up, more than 2,000 people showed up. The boulevard, I've never seen it that way. So the community embraced them, but they've also reached out. They've done everything right, in my opinion.
And lastly, what would be your pitch to somebody that maybe sees AV Alta advertised or something like that in the Antelope Valley? What would be your pitch to go? Just come out to a game, whether it's with family, alone, with girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever it may be.
I don't have a pitch, just show up. Just show up. You've seen the billboards are everywhere on the freeway, you know, just show up. I have coworkers that don't know anything about soccer showing up. People don't even talk to me at work. I'm kind of a jerk. They come up to me and say, hey, what's up with the AV Alta? I see you there. What's up with that? And I tell them about it. They show up here, you know? The pitch, I have no pitch. It's like, show up. The team sells itself. These guys are 661. If you don't want to sit over there, if you're used to European, South American, whatever it is, put them over here. They're here 90 minutes. I'm here 90 minutes every game. Just show up. I can say show up. Once you're in, first minute, you'll be hooked.
Here at AV Alta versus FC Naples, we got two members of the 661 here. So can you guys tell me, you were telling me about how a lot of the 661, this section up here, is a mixture of Galaxy and LAFC fans. How does that work? And how does that say to how important AV Alta is?
Obviously, it's like a friendly, banter between both clubs and those that go LAFC and Galaxy. But once again, we're here for AV Alta. We all come united. At the end of the day, we're here for this club. That's separate, but we get along. There's always hey, we got 6 more than you do, and here and that. But it's, at the end of the day, we're all friends.
I hated him from the minute I met him. I hated him because he had a Galaxy jersey. But like you said, we're here for a greater cause. MLS, they're a money league. We're here for our city, our community.
The youth too, we get a lot of kids from our local high schools. We actually have 4 of them playing for the first team right now, so we're trying to make that further on to the team's future, So it's based on our community and I want to say, part of our badge that will identify us what we are for this club and this community,
What would you say is the big difference of how AV Alta compared to again, you're still clubs, but you're quote unquote old clubs with Galaxy and LAFC. They're not as much, I'll say LAFC a little bit more right now than Galaxy, but they're not as in touch with the community. What is that difference with AV Alta, and what has made you sort of buy in so much more to them?
I mean, I've heard the term living in the shadow of Los Angeles. We're in the high desert. Technically, we're looking down on them. They never came over here. I've never seen that Galaxy billboards, LAFC. They're only, you know, they're down there where the money's at. With us, the term, like, for me, the term that comes like, I didn't pick this team picked me. The colors, everything, the colors, everything. When they literally, before they announced the team, the logo, they asked the community, what do you think of when you think of the AV? I put Joshua trees, sunsets, desert sand, and that's what the colors are of the team, you know? I can't speak for Galaxy fans, but, you know, that's just,
to me, I fell in love because the way the community is. You know, I lived in Long Beach, grew up out there, moved to here, only been here 2 years. Walking one day and I saw this whole thing, I'm like, check it out. And they welcome me, you know, being from separate clubs, like you said. They put that to the side, like, hey, we're building something different. Let's build this community, like this club for the community, and this is what it is. And we're here for that.
I don't think a Galaxy fan or an LAFC fan can say, I'm hanging out with the owners, with the president of the club, the headquarters, you know, all the front office people. They'll either join us over here or invite us to hang out with them.
They're very invested in this club, and that's what we wanted. Someone that brought a team, but other than just bringing a team, be involved with the supporters, with the whole community, everybody around.
For the MLS, I felt like I was a customer, versus here, I feel like I'm a member of the club, you know? The players, we hang out with the players after parties, you know? And it's like, it's not that, but the MLS, it's the players on the field, and once the game is over, you know? But literally tonight, after party, the game is over, we're going to be over there with the owners, the players, everybody, you know?
Yeah.
So,
Join us, bro.
No, I will. I'll definitely be there.
like I said, I didn't pick this team picked me. As cheesy as it sounds.